Hello, good morning students and welcome to the geography class for class 10. I hope you're keeping yourself safe, taking precautions in this lockdown and also trying to or making an effort to keep up with the chapters that we are regularly recording and posting on the school website. I will be doing the transport topic for class 10. Please remember, I told you I will not be going in sequence and this is a single chapter. Till now, as many chapters as I have discussed with you, they are single complete chapters. So likewise, transport is a complete chapter in itself. Now, in the transport chapter, the order or sequence in which you should be going through when you read the chapter, firstly, you should know the importance of transport. Clear? After the importance, then comes the next part of the chapter, the means of transport in India. Now you can see 4 means of transport in India we find. Roadways, railways, waterways, airways. Now under each of these headings you will have to do a detailed study. There are a number of facts under each heading which you need to memorize. So I will be here to guide you how to start the learning the facts and figures in the chapter. So first and foremost we do importance. Importance of transport, normally you know how will you word it in an answer. You compare it to the circulatory system of the human body. In the human body we have the circulatory system carrying blood from different parts of the body towards the heart and from the heart towards the different parts of the body. If this function stops, the entire human body will stop functioning. Similarly, the transport system keeps an economy alive. What does it do? How does it play the function of a circulatory system? Number 1, transports raw materials. Transports raw materials from where? From the source, from where they are found, from the source to the manufacturing centers. Please remember, India is very rich in mineral wealth and a number of resources. But where the resource is, if we do not take it to the manufacturing centers, it will be of no use. Secondly, from the manufacturing centers are factories or industries. From the industries to the markets, the commodities are taken. This is the place from where the general public can obtain the different types of commodities, right? So this is a vital function within the economy. After this, the other importance is the transferring of people. Okay, people can travel with the help of a transport system. When people travel, there is interaction between the people of different areas. And due to interaction, unity develops. India is a country of very diverse cultures, religions and people. And if they don't mix, there will be no unity. So the mixing or the interaction is very important, right? And the transportation system, all these different means, they help people to travel from one place to another, meet each other, see each other, how they live, their lifestyles, their cultures, their religion, their thoughts, and it helps them to adjust and unity develops. So 3 basic things about transport which you should know. One more point to make it an even number. Transportation helps in the time of natural calamities. when there are floods, when there is an earthquake, when there is a drought, any kind of an epidemic, all these different means of transport, they help to bring rescue and relief to the affected areas. So you have a fourth point also. Note it down. Helps to bring relief during natural calamities. 4 important points which you should write in your answers. And you can express this in your own words. So that is the importance of transportation in an economy. Now we come to the means of transport. What are clear-cut facts? I will not explain. What you just have to know and learn, right? Where you need to understand, there I will explain. Now, roadways. Under roadways, what are the basic things you're supposed to remember is the different types of roads. Many types of roads are there. Starting with national highways. Everyone knows about national highways. A very modern development. Now we have expressways, which are also known as super national highways. Then we have state roads or state highways. District highways or district roads. Village roads, and we also have border roads along the border or boundaries of the countries, border roads. So many varieties of roads are there. From the name only you come to know their function. Clear? These are the different types of roads. About the national highway, please remember this, the organization, which is the abbreviations NHAI, National Highway Authorities of India, is in charge of the maintenance and development of these roads. They are broad roads, clear, with wide lanes, and modern national highways are 6-lane highways or much more than that, which are now called as expressways. These are the most modern roads. And they have been constructed for the purpose of making movement very fast. On these expressways, we don't find two-wheelers, very rarely. We don't find any kind of barriers or obstructions, no speed breakers. In fact, we have facilities like CCTV cameras, we have mobile vans which come for rescue work. Clear? There is no smaller kind of any form of vehicle which can obstruct the traffic. So expressways ensure fast movement of goods from one place to another place. State highways are well-developed roads which come under the administration of the state government. This is central government. Later on it was taken over by the NHAI. State government is in charge of the state highways. Important cities within the state are linked to the capital city, and the capital cities are linked with the capital cities of other states. Clear? District, each district will have its own highways or roads. Okay. Similarly, in village areas also, effort has been made by the government. So at different levels, hierarchy is there. The administration has been divided so that different groups, different persons are in charge of making sure that roads are not only built, they are also maintained. Roads require regular maintenance, right? And lastly, the border roads. This is a combined effort of any two countries where along the boundary the border roads are there. This ensures movement from one country to another by road. Clear? So all these types of roads you should know, and preferably what they link up, that you should remember. Now, roads are the most important means of transportation from early times. In case of India, you should learn this name, the Sher Shah Suri Marg. This comes under historical background. This was the first important road that linked Peshawar with, it was linked to Kolkata, a very long road. Clear? Nowadays we do not call it Sher Shah Suri Marg. This was the man who constructed it, played a vital role in its construction. Now we simply call it the Grand Trunk Road, the GT road. Clear? So different roads, these national highways have numbers. We know them by their numbers. And for your general information, for your general knowledge, let me tell you the longest national highway is NH 44. Clear? According to the city which it is linking, the cities are numbered according to the importance. The national highways get their number. So this comes under your general knowledge. This is not asked in the question, but a brief definition of all these roads you should know. Clear? Under the village roads, there is one abbreviation which you need to learn, that is the Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana, PMGSY. PMGSY. Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana. Clear? This is again direct the government's initiative to develop rural areas, and it takes the full responsibility of building roads in remote areas, faraway areas, and making sure that they are properly maintained. So net result, in India we have developed a very good system of roadways. And why this is important? You should know the advantages of roadways here. Why roadways are very important? Because